Hello folks, what a glorious day. If I'm being absolutely honest, it's scorching. It's a good hot summer's day. Not that we get too many of those. So I was out on the bike Friday. It looked like a lovely day. And then the rain pelted down and I was soaked, even though I've good gear on me that keeps most of the rain out most of the time. I was soaked, but on a positive side, at least the rain was warm. Yeah, always look on the bright side. Anyway, out for a spin today. And recently I signed up to do the RoSPA Advanced Rider Training. So RoSPA is basically tutoring to improve your rider safety, and then there are tests at the end, tests you can apply for and do, which categorise how good or not so good you are at riding safely. And it goes gold, silver, bronze, and then fail. So when you want to do something like blood bikes, you are required to do a minimum, I think it's a minimum silver qualification to be able to do blood bikes. And there are a lot of other bits and pieces and organisations that require RoSPA training and certification. And in general, I thought it would be good, it will help me improve my riding skills and to make safer progress on the roads. So I signed up to do it. It's €25 to sign up, and you get assigned a tutor. And the tutor takes you out initially on a one-to-one for a one-to-one spin to evaluate your riding skills, see what you're like, see what areas you need to look at and improve on, and where they need to focus their attention on. Now, when I met up with my assigned tutor, you have a chat and discussion about how long you've been riding, how you ride, any incidents, accidents, anything you want to focus on, that kind of stuff, which is all good and fine. Any biker. And you go through all that sort of stuff, which is good. Then you're, it gives you an overview of what RoSPA is, the RoSPA system, and talks through that kind of stuff. And then they give you an idea that, if you're doing it for a goal such as blood bikes and that, they say, normally the best you can do is 6 to 8 instructions with a tutor before you'd be anywhere near ready for sitting a test. I had grand, so you meet up once every 2 weeks in general, and then once a month there's a group ride. And the idea is to build up your knowledge, build up your learning, get your skill level up, and then go do the test. And I think if you get a certain level, I think you have to get gold, you can then decide to be a tutor yourself and help others. That's alright, Grant, fine, thanks very much. Thanks for the info. It was an hour and a half ride with him, and it was good and grand. And that was that. Then there was a group ride 2 weeks later, which I went on. And the group ride to me was a bit unusual. So while it was a group, it was about 20 bikes or so, it was not a group ride per se, but it was individuals riding together, which to me is a little bit less safe than a group ride. But hey, who am I? So in a group ride you normally ride in staggered formation for safety reasons. This, everyone rides as if they are riding individually. You're just following the guy in front. And what they do is they have a leader and a tail, and the leader has the route and plan, and the tail keeps everyone together. Where are you going? And what happens then is when you get to a junction, the second rider peels off at the junction and sits on the junction, and then lets all the other bikes pass until he sees the tail, and then he goes in front of the tail. So the tail will always be tail. And I found that I started off relatively forward in the pack. I think I was third or fourth. So I got to peel off early enough at an early junction. And I felt like I was sitting for an age waiting on the tail to catch up with me. And now when I say an age, I'm saying 5 to 10 minutes I was sitting on the junction waiting for people to catch up. Hang on, that's a bit ridiculous. You know, this is supposed to be advanced rider training. So, you know, you should be, relatively speaking, you should have the next bike within visibility, so you can see where they are and where you're going. Whereas a lot of these guys couldn't even see the group in front of them, but they were that far behind. So I peeled in at the back, and then I felt that the guys in front of me were just going way too slow, and I mean way too slow, way below the speed limit, way below what was safe on those roads. So I said, here, enough of this, and I overtook a load of them, and then caught up to the next little group and said, yeah, okay, and I overtook a load of those. And then there was another little group and I overtook those. And next minute I realised I've overtaken 4 small packs of riders, and I'm back behind the leaders again. I was kind of like, okay, that shouldn't be happening on a group ride. There shouldn't be that much distance, and you shouldn't have that much ability to overtake people. And I wasn't speeding. That was the thing that really got me. I was not speeding, I was just making progress. I was making good progress. Wasn't extremely fast, wasn't breaking the speed limits. But these guys were riding quite slow as far as I was concerned. So we all eventually got to our halfway point. We pulled in for a cup of tea and a bit of a chat. And my tutor happened to be riding tail. So he said, yeah, what did you think of that? I saw you overtake a few times. I'm going, yeah, to me, it's a slow group. And I said, I'm getting more frustrated than anything else. He goes, right, yeah, I can understand that. You're well capable for these roads and well capable for this riding. But here's 2 or 3 things that you can focus on in your ride. And I went, okay, great, thank you. So he gave me things to focus on. So it got me focused on those rather than focused on frustration or anything else. And that helped a bit. But I still, similar situation again, peeled off, waiting, and then catch up again. I'm going, like, lads, this is just, that's not me. So we got to the end of the ride and pulled in, and I'm gonna say it was 10-15 minutes waiting for everyone to find the location and to catch up again. It wasn't that hard to find the place. We pulled in and had a chit chat with others and with the group instructor and that, and comments for people. And my tutor came up and he says, well, so what do you think? And I go, no, sorry, not for me. I focused on the bits you said, and yeah, I think I improved those. He goes, yeah, I could see you improved on those little bits and pieces. Well done. And I go, yeah, that was it. Other than that, I was done. And he goes, yeah, okay, I understand. It's not for everyone, and you know, we all take different things out of it. Okay, grand, thanks. Look, so I went home, and then the next week he put up a post and he said, look, group ride Saturday morning, anyone interested? So I said yeah, and one other lad said yeah, so two of us met up with him, and this was city riding. So on the RoSPA test you do city riding, rural riding, and then dual carriage race stroke motorway. And to test your different skill set in the different areas. Fine. Grand. So we did an hour, just about an hour, on city riding. And pulled in and had our usual debrief and discussion. And he was explaining to the other lad said, yeah, look, I'm still not comfortable, I'm only picking it up again. I had a break from the bikes, getting back into it, and I just don't have the confidence. I was going, yeah, just focus on this and look at that, and you know, keep an eye on what others are doing, and you'll eventually get the hang of it. And he said to me, yeah, you're more than capable, you're ready for your test whenever you want. I go, huh? Oh, what? I'm ready for my test? And he goes, yeah, yours, you know, stick in your application whenever you feel you want to. He said, no pressure on you, you don't have to, but you're more than capable of going and sitting your test whenever you want. I kind of going, yeah, so much for 6 to 8. This was our second ride with him, and third overall ride. Went in, but got back, sat down, had to think about it, and I went, okay. Grand, thanks. So now I'm thinking I probably should apply for the test and sit it. So 2 weeks later again he puts up another, anyone out for a spin this weekend? And I thought, yeah, sure, what the hell, I'll go for it. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And two others said, yeah, they'd do it. So I thought, grand, a few of us, that'll be alright. And came to the morning, and it was horrible wet. And I mean horrible wet. And I thought, well, I said I was going, so put on the gear, went out, met up with them, and nobody else showed. And it's kind of, lads, if you say you're going, go. It's Ireland, it rains. Get through it, push through it. So he was saying, yeah, look, if your test happens to be called on the wet day, your test will be held on a wet day. You need to compensate in your riding and such for wet conditions. But that's all. And I'm going, yeah, exactly. Like, we live in Ireland, it rains a bit. So you just need to keep your head about you and ride safely. So he said to me, look, have you put in for your test yet? And I went, no, I'm still thinking about it. He goes, look, no rush. He said, you're more than capable. And then he said, would you be interested in coming back and being a tutor if you get the qualification? I kind of gone, I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, actually I would. I wouldn't mind giving back and, you know, trying to help people improve their biking skills. And sometimes it's little bits and pieces, little bits of advice that help people enough that it might just save their life in a situation, or it might prevent them from getting into an accident in the first place, which is what it's all about, really. So yeah, I would actually like to give back a bit and help others learn. He says there's a bit of a shortage of tutors from time to time. So I said, yeah, look, leave it with me. So So that was last weekend. I still haven't put in for my test, and I keep saying, yeah, I must actually do it. I must go and sit the test. I feel I would be capable of doing the test just fine. Whether I will rate silver, gold, silver or bronze, I don't know. I would be hoping for a gold, but I would be more than happy to get a silver or even a bronze, depending on what's going on and what way you're riding and what the day is like and what happens on the roads. Some of the roads, some days you go out for a spin and absolutely nothing happens to surprise you, and it's plain simple riding, all about your observations. And then there are other days where you go out for a ride on the bike and you think the world's out to get you and everyone's out to kill you, which, you know, is the way you ride, as if everyone is out to kill you. So, you know, you just need to be cognizant of these things and go sit the test, see what happens. If we're good, we're good, and then we can give back to the others. So I must get my ass in gear and do this. People love the room, because I enjoy riding the bike and I enjoy getting out on it, and it's therapeutic, refreshing. And a bit of fun. So today is a nice day, it's warm. And I'm just getting out for a little spin. No set destination or anything like that. So, yeah, I need to get the finger out, apply for my RoSPA test, and see what happens. Because, again, I'm not doing with a target or goal in mind. I'm just doing it for my enjoyment, to improve my biking skills and competence, to get as much out of biking as I can, safely as I can. So that's my thoughts. If you're in any way interested in improving your safety, rider skills, wherever you are in the world, there are bound to be equivalent courses and tests to do. And if you're in Ireland and or UK, check out the RoSPA. And RoSPA is not only for bikes, they also do it for cars and all other vehicles. It's based on Advanced Riding Handbook, Police Riders Handbook, and it is for anyone who wants to advance their riding, driving, road skills, road craft. That's a terrible place to park. So check it out, look them up. Facebook, websites, RoSPA, RoSPA. You never know. You might like it, you might enjoy it, you might do well, and you might become a tutor yourself. So I will keep you updated as to how my progress goes, how I find it, if and when I do my test, and how I do on my test. It's all ahead of me, and it's all about just getting out and improving your safety. So that's it for me, folks. Hope you're all keeping well out there. Ride safe, take care of yourselves, and yeah, enjoy the weather, enjoy the summer. Take it easy.